U.S. comic Jimmy Kimmel will return to his late-night talk show on Tuesday after being suspended for joking about the death of conservative figure Charlie Kirk. Disney, which owns the U.S. network that airs Jimmy Kimmel Live, said on Monday it suspended the show because it felt some comments were poorly timed and therefore insensitive. "We spent the last days having careful talks with Jimmy, and after those talks we decided to bring the show back on Tuesday," Disney said. The comedian's sudden suspension came after threats by the federal TV regulator to pull ABC's broadcast license, sparking nationwide debates over free speech. U.S. President Donald Trump welcomed Kimmel's suspension and suggested that some TV stations should have their licenses taken away for negative coverage of him. Trump didn't mention Kimmel's return when a reporter asked about it during a White House event on Monday. Sinclair, the biggest ABC affiliate group in the U.S., said on Monday it will replace Jimmy Kimmel Live with news shows across its ABC stations starting Tuesday. "Talks with ABC are continuing as we review the show's possible return," it added. Sinclair earlier called Kimmel's comments inappropriate and deeply offensive at a critical moment for our country and said it would not lift the suspension before formal talks with ABC. Nexstar Media, one of the largest TV station owners in the U.S., also said last week it wouldn't air Kimmel's show for the foreseeable future. It hasn't yet commented on his return. Critics and free speech advocates slammed ABC's decision last week as censorship and a violation of free expression. Kimmel, who hosted the late-night show since 2003 and hosted 4 Oscars, has not publicly addressed the suspension or backlash. The dispute began after Kimmel said in his monologue on September 15th that the MAGA gang was desperately trying to frame this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and attempting to score political points from it. He also mocked Trump's reaction to the influencer's death, showing a clip of the president changing the subject to a new White House ballroom when asked about mourning Kirk. He compared the response to how a 4-year-old mourns a goldfish. Brendan Carr, the Trump-appointed head of the FCC, threatened to act against ABC and parent company Disney over Kimmel's remarks. The feud comes as Vice President J.D. Vance and other White House allies push a national campaign to punish those who have criticized Kirk after his death. Hours after Carr's first comments on Kimmel's monologue, Nexstar announced it would not air the show for the foreseeable future. Sinclair followed, and ABC said it would indefinitely suspend the program, demanding an apology from Kimmel and a donation to Kirk's nonprofit Turning Point USA. Carr thanked Nexstar for doing the right thing and said he hoped other broadcasters would follow. Nexstar is currently seeking FCC approval for a $6.2 billion merger with Tegna. Ana Gomez, the only Democrat on the FCC, said Monday she was glad Disney found its courage in the face of clear government intimidation. She also thanked Americans across the political spectrum who protested this blatant attempt to silence free speech and vowed to fight efforts to suppress expression. ABC's suspension of Kimmel led to protests in California and was condemned by Writers and Actors Guilds, lawmakers, and the ACLU, who said it violates free speech and creates a chilling effect. Kimmel's late-night peers, including Jon Stewart, John Oliver, and outgoing CBS host Stephen Colbert, supported him, while hundreds of celebrities and Hollywood figures signed a letter backing him. Ben Stiller, Jennifer Aniston, Meryl Streep, and Robert De Niro were among those calling Kimmel's suspension a dark moment for freedom of speech in our nation. Critics have also urged canceling Disney+, Hulu, and other Disney services to hurt the company financially over its decision to suspend Kimmel. Make sure to subscribe to our channel if you like this update.